Kane agrees to Victor's demands. Today on Young and Restless, Victor calls Kane's bluff. Victor is not afraid of Kane. Claire is hiding something from Holden. She does not want Holden to know what she is really thinking. Victoria is watching Nick closely. Kane was very angry with Victor. He even threatened Victor's life. This happened after Kane told Holden to find his family. When Victor gets home, Nikki is still very worried about Dominic. She thinks it is not right to keep Lily from Devon at a time like this. Victor is sure that he can make a deal with Kane by the end of the day. Victor is confident that Kane will agree to his demands. When Victor explains that Kane wants proof that Lily and the kids are alright, Nikki asks to see the proof too. Victor accuses Nikki of thinking that he is lying to her. Nikki assumes that Victor has pushed Kane far and now they are all paying the price for what Victor has done. Victor tells Nikki that she is going about this situation the way. Victor says that he is not proud of the things he has had to do. Nikki knows that Victor is really struggling with this and she wants to help Victor. Victor tells Nikki that she should give him credit because Victor knows what he is doing with Kane and the situation, with Lily and the kids. He would never hurt Neil's daughter. The proof arrives on his phone. He shows Nikki a picture of Lily and the twins in a hotel room. Nikki feels much better now. Victor does not understand why Nikki doubts him, so he sends the proof to Kane. At Society, Victoria and her brother talk about what's going on with Mariah. Nick is just glad that Burrow is taking care of things. They talk about the pain in Nick's leg. What is new with Kane? Victoria says that her dad told her Lily is going along with his plan. They are eating fruit. They tell Nick that Victor will not tell them anything. Victoria does not trust Victor. This is a problem because Kane is already saying he will get back at them. It makes Victoria very sad to think that everything they and her father have worked for could be ruined. Victoria has an idea and she thinks they should take Kane and Phyllis to court. Victoria thinks that Phyllis must have made a mistake somewhere. Victoria believes that if they look into what Phyllis did they will find something. Victoria wants to focus on Kane and Phyllis and make sure they pay for what they have done. Lily could get in trouble. Tell them something about Kane. Her brothers are really surprised that she wants to do this without telling their dad. Nick thinks this is an idea. He takes his sister's berries. They try to figure out what Victor might have said to Lily to make her agree. Adam thinks it might be something about Chancellor. Victoria says that would really hurt her mom and end her marriage. Nick still does not want to believe that his dad would do something bad. Adam tells them that their father has not been sleeping well. The world of Chancellor is falling apart. Losing Chancellor would not be a big deal. Victoria wants Nick to go talk to Phyllis. Then Victoria and Nick get a message from their father telling them to come to the ranch. Claire and Holden are in Los Angeles talking about the weather. He tells her that they had a lot of fun when they were in Los Angeles before. She says that there are a lot of things in Genoa City that got in the way of their relationship. Claire tells Holden that one of the reasons she came to Los Angeles is because of Audra and Chancellor. He tells her that looking into her past is not worth it. She wants them to just have fun together. He really wants to spend time with her. He has some things he needs to take care of first. Claire thinks it is weird that he is being so secretive. He does not like that she does not trust him. He says he is there to do a job for Kane. This is something she's not happy about. Holden explains that Kane is his boss and he told him to make sure the search for Lily is done right. She thinks that Kane believes Victor is responsible for what happened and she is certain that it was not him. When Kane goes to work, the gallery calls her. She asks them how she can talk to the owner of the gallery. At Newman, Phyllis remembers the time she was talking to Victor. She was very happy that she was doing well. Then Billy comes to Newman and he and Phyllis start arguing about Kane giving him Chancellor. Phyllis tells Billy that she will say "I told you" to Kane when he makes another mistake. Billy does not take Phyllis seriously, calls her a sidekick to someone else. Kane walks in, says that the plans have changed. Before he tells them what is going on, he wants to know how Jill is doing. Billy tells him that Jill is the same. Then Billy says that his lawyer has looked over the deal and they are just waiting for Kane to sign it. Kane says that he will get everything he wants. Something has come up. Phyllis starts to interfere and yells at Billy, telling him that nobody wants him around the Kane deal. Kane is trying to move with the Kane plans, but Phyllis is making it difficult for Kane. Billy thinks that woman is crazy and she is only getting ahead because of Kane. The abbot wants to know if this deal is actually going to happen. Kane tells Billy and Phyllis to leave him alone. Then Holden calls Kane with some news. He met with an investigator who found a video of Lily and the twins being taken away. Holden says they looked really scared. Kane tells Phyllis and Billy to get out. Billy gets upset and leaves. Kane tells Phyllis that Victor is serious about his threat. Phyllis does not believe Kane because she does not think the picture is proof. Kane is talking about Victor's threat and Phyllis is not convinced about Victor's threat. Kane says that his private investigator has found proof that Lily was really taken. Phyllis does not want to believe that Victor would actually hurt Lily. She thinks that Kane should call Victor's bluff and not pay attention to this. Back in Los Angeles, Claire meets up with Holden. Asks him what is going on with Lily and the kids. He tells her that her grandfather had nothing to do with it. He wishes that they can just have a time on this trip, just the two of them without any problems. Kane is still worried about Lily and the investigator's proof of the abduction. He wants to make sure that Lily is safe and that Victor does not hurt her. Holden and Claire want to have a time on their trip and forget about all the drama with Lily and Victor. Victor's children come to the ranch to see him. He tells them that Kane is going to want to make some kind of deal with him. He shows them a picture that he used to trick Kane into thinking that he has taken his family. Victoria says that they need to have a plan than just this. Victor thinks that the deal is already done and that Kane will agree to it. Adam asks his dad what he promised to Lily so that she would go along with this plan. Victor does not want to tell him. Then Kane bursts into the room. Victor figures that Kane must have gotten his message. Kane says, "You win." He means it. He is willing to give Billy back his company if Billy can show him that Lily and the twins are really free. Billy goes back to his house. He is talking to himself. He gets a drink. Then Phyllis shows up. She tells Billy that Kane is giving up easily. She says they will lose everything if they do not do something. Phyllis tells Billy that Kane is going to stop everything. So Phyllis and Billy decide to trick Kane. Phyllis and Billy are going to double-cross Kane. Claire is not being honest. With them she has plans. Fans think the Newman family is going too far. They are kidnapping Lily and her family. Maybe Lily knows what is going on. What will happen to Kane this week? He will not die. Will Victor give him some kind of drug? At the end of the week we will see some romance. This will be nice. Tell us what you like most about these spoilers. Write it in the comments. Next week on The Young and the Restless. Dominic asks Mariah, "Why will you not tell me where we are going, Mariah?" Mariah says, "This is the hideout in the world, so I am taking you to a whole different country." Nikki says to Jack, "I am worried about what he's going to do next. What if he goes too far and I cannot take it anymore?" Nikki is panicking. Jack is holding Nikki. Then Diane walks in, catches Nikki and Jack together. Adam arrives at the train car, finds Kane unconscious. "Look at this guy," Victor says as he gestures. "Is he really doing that?" Adam asks. Victor is not buying what Kane is selling. Claire is keeping her reasons hidden from Holden. Victoria is keeping an eye on Nick. Victor wants to meet with the Newmans to talk things over. Phyllis and Billy are planning to trick Kane. Sharon thinks it is her fault that Mariah did what she did. Abby and Devon are following a clue to find Dominic. Mariah has to change her plan. Victor finds out something about Kane. Victoria busts Billy and Phyllis. Nikki comes clean with Jack. Billy works overtime to impress Sally. Adam romances Chelsea. Noah goes the extra mile for Sienna. The situation in Genoa City is really bad now. Victor Newman is at the center of all this trouble. He is not worried. He knows what he is doing. Victor Newman thinks Kane Ashby has finally gone far. Kane Ashby thought he could trick Victor Newman. Victor Newman saw what Kane Ashby was trying to do. When Kane Ashby got very angry and said he would hurt Victor Newman knew what would happen next. This was after Kane Ashby told Holden to go find Lily and the kids. Victor Newman is very calm. Thinks ahead. Kane Ashby was acting on his feelings. Victor Newman has a plan. Emotion is something that always ends up losing. The emotion always comes out on the losing side. Victor is always sure of himself even when Nikki asks him tough questions. When Victor gets back to the ranch you can tell Nikki is scared. The fact that Dominic is gone has really upset her. She does not like all the secrets about Lily and her kids. Nikki thinks it is wrong to keep Lily from Devon, especially right now. She is worried that Victor has done something that he cannot fix. Nikki just does not get why Victor is doing this. It seems wrong to her. Victor is still doing what he thinks is right. Nikki is not so sure about Victor and his decisions. Victor says he has not done anything. He tells Nikki that he knows what he is doing with the situation, even if it makes him very upset. He says that he is not happy about the things he has done, and that makes Nikki think that something is really wrong. When Nikki asks Victor to show her that Lily and the twins are okay, Victor gets angry at first. Says that Nikki does not trust him. Victor insists that he is telling the truth about Lily and the twins being safe. Nikki wants to know that Victor is taking care of Lily and the twins. When the picture finally gets to his phone, it is a deal. The picture shows Lily and the twins sitting in a hotel room. This changes everything for Nikki. She breathes a sigh of relief. The fear that was holding on tight starts to let go. For the time being, things are okay. Victor does not understand why Nikki ever had doubts about him. He still decides to send the photo to Kane anyway. This really changes everything for the situation we are talking about. Everything is different now because of this one thing. The situation with everything is not the same as it was before. Everything has been altered by this. Over at Society, the Newman siblings are trying to figure out what is really going on. They are looking at the truth from sides. Victoria is keeping an eye on Nick. She is watching his every move, every reaction, and every time he hesitates. Nick is happy that Burrow is taking care of Mariah's problem. He is still worried. The pain in his leg is not going away. That is making him nervous. Then Victoria tells him that Victor says Lily is working with him on his plan. Nick does not believe this away. He is skeptical. Victoria does not trust their father. She says so. She thinks Victor might be up to something. She does not like it. The Newman siblings, Victoria, do not trust what Victor is saying about Lily working with him on his plan. Distrust is not good. When people do not trust each other, that distrust becomes really bad. It can cause a lot of problems. The distrust becomes dangerous. Victoria is really scared of what Kane said he would do to get at them. This is not just about Kane being mad at Victor. It is about what this means for the Newman family. Victoria cares about the family business. What happens to it? She wants to make sure everything is okay. For Victoria, this is about making sure the Newman family is still in charge. She wants to keep control of everything. Victoria thinks they should take Kane and Phyllis to court. She does not want to tell Victor about this plan. Her brothers are surprised that she wants to do this. Nick is not sure if this is an idea. He knows that Phyllis always makes mistakes and they can use that against her. Adam is wondering what Victor could have said to Lily to make her go along with their plan. He thinks Victor must have said something bad to make Lily cooperate with them. Chancellor Industries is. All of a sudden the stakes feel even higher for Chancellor Industries. If Victor used Chancellor as leverage, that would not just hurt Lily, it would really devastate Nikki. Victor using Chancellor as leverage would be very bad for Nikki and Lily. Chancellor is very important to Nikki and Lily. Nick does not want to think that his father would do something like that. Adam is not so sure about his father either. He has some doubts about what his father's capable of doing. In Los Angeles, Claire is having a time talking about things that are bothering her. She does not want to tell the truth or share her feelings with anyone. Holden notices this. It makes him think about the good times they had together in Los Angeles before things got complicated in Genoa City. Claire says that a lot of things got in the way of their relationship when they were home. She is not ready to talk about what is really on her mind. When Holden tells her that he is in Los Angeles for work and that he is doing this work for Kane, Claire starts to feel really uncomfortable. Los Angeles and her time with Holden are still special to Claire. Now Kane is part of the picture, which makes everything more difficult for her. She says that Victor had nothing to do with what happened to Lily. This situation is really tough for her because she does not like being stuck between the people she cares about. She feels like she is being pulled in two directions with her loyalties to Victor and her concern for Lily. Holden does not like that. She does not trust Holden. He thinks that she should trust Holden because Holden is trying to be honest with her. At Newman Enterprises, Phyllis is really struggling. She keeps thinking about the things she talked about with Victor. She used to feel so sure of herself she thought she was doing everything right. Now she is not so sure. That feeling of being in control is gone when Billy bursts into the room. Says she is only successful because of Kane. They start arguing. It gets very loud. Then Kane walks in with some surprising news. The plan for Newman Enterprises has changed. Phyllis and the others at Newman Enterprises are shocked by this news about the plan for Newman Enterprises. Kane wants everything. I mean everything. The thing is, something just does not feel right. Kane is still wanting everything. There is a problem somewhere. When Holden calls with some bad news. A video that shows Lily and the twins being taken away and they are really scared. Kane gets very upset. He becomes so anxious that he asks Billy and Phyllis to leave. He thinks Victor is very serious about this. Phyllis does not think this is true. She says the video does not prove anything happened to Lily and the twins. She tells Kane that Victor is just trying to scare him and he should not pay attention to it. Kane can't. The man's own investigator has said that the abduction really happened. The investigator found out that the abduction is true. The abduction of the person is what the investigator has confirmed. Back at the ranch, Victor gets his kids together. Tells them the truth about the picture. The picture was not real, it was a trick to make Kane do something. Victoria is not happy about this. She thinks they need to come up with a plan, not just try to trick people. Victor thinks the deal with Kane is already finished. The photo was a way to get Kane to agree to the deal. Victor and his family, Victoria, do not see eye to eye on this. Victoria wants a better plan. A real plan, not just the trick with the photo. Victor believes the deal is done. He thinks the trick with the photo worked. And then Kane bursts in. You have won. Those words really hurt Billy. Kane says he will give Billy back his company. Only if Billy can show him that Lily and the twins are really safe. Billy goes home feeling. He pours himself a drink because everything is becoming too real. Then Phyllis shows up. She looks angry. Sounds worried. She tells Billy that Kane is giving up quickly. If Billy does not do something now, he will lose his company. Billy will lose everything that's important. To him, Billy will lose his company. People usually do what they are good at, so they decide to do what they do best, which is something that comes naturally to them, and that is what they are going to do. People are making plans together. The people are plotting something. People are not telling the truth. The people in question are being dishonest. They are saying things that are not true. They get ready to trick Kane and do something to him. They are going to double-cross Kane. The week is moving fast and things are getting more complicated. Mariah will not tell Dominic where they are going. Nikki is really scared in Jack's arms because she thinks Victor is doing something bad. Then Diane walks in and sees them together. Adam finds Kane lying unconscious in a train car. Victor does not seem to care. Some people are starting to fall in love. Victoria is getting close to figuring out what is really going on. Claire is hiding what she really wants. Victor is learning something new about Kane, something that could change everything for Victor and the people around him, especially Kane. One thing is certain. Nobody is going to come out of this without getting hurt. The situation is really bad. Everyone involved in this situation is going to suffer. Nobody, not a person, is going to walk away from this situation without any problems. The truth is that everyone is going to be affected by what has happened. Nobody will be able to walk away from this and forget about it. This situation is going to have an impact on everyone involved. Nobody is going to be left unscathed. And in Genoa City, love is always the most dangerous weapon of all. The news of Kane giving up spreads through Genoa City fast, and Victor feels it the most. Even though Kane says he is done, Victor thinks he is not telling the truth. Victor believes that Kane is scared and thinking about what to do. Kane is not done fighting, he is just taking a break to come up with a plan. Victor knows what Kane is like because he has been in that situation before. Victor has been a man who does not give up easily like Kane. Kane is a man who will keep trying. Victor is sure of that. At the ranch, Nikki watches Victor closely, looking at his face to see if he feels bad about what he did. What she sees is that he is really tired. All the things Victor has done are finally affecting him. Nikki is worried that even if Victor gets what he wants, it could hurt their family much, that it can never be fixed. Victor says that this will all be soon. That when Lily and the twins are safe and Kane leaves them alone, everything will be okay again. Nikki does not think that Victor knows how to make things peaceful. She thinks that Victor does not know how to choose peace. Nikki is not sure that Victor can make the choice to bring peace to their family, to Victor and Nikki's family. Across town, Victoria's instincts are really sharp again. She sees that something is not right with Billy and Phyllis. They are whispering to each other in a hurry. They seem really confident all of a sudden. This does not make sense to Victoria. She thinks that Billy and Phyllis are planning to do something. Victoria wants to stop Billy and Phyllis before they do.